Hello everyone! It's been a while because I wanted to wait for everything to come out, but we finally have tons and tons and tons and tons of Legion data now because the alpha's been out a while, and so of course I'm going to go through what I think of the Enhancement talent tree. This is the PVE talent tree. There are two types now. There's a PVE one, which is this, and a PvP one, which I'll go into in another video. And we also have the artifact talent system, which is a little bit different. You go sort of like along a path instead of tiers, and again, I'll take a look at that sometime too. So, a lot has changed. I mean, you can see a couple of things here that are the same. Ancestral Swiftness, for one, and, Earth Grab Totem, and similar looking kind of things. But, a lot has changed. And from what I can see, they have two different routes that they want you to go down. And I'll give some examples of this as I go through. But one is just major attack speed, really, really fast attacks, attacking really quickly. And the other is slow, heavy attacks. And the first row even gives a fantastic example of this. We have Windsong, which you attack for a tiny bit of damage, and you get 50% attack speed for 15 seconds. But then you also have Fists of Stone, which increases your crit and your damage dealt, but slows your attack speed and also your movement speed. So you have these two sort of routes you can go down. You can go down the super fast attack speed route or the slow heavy attack speed route. And I think that's quite nice because that's something people have always sort of battled over within Shaman community is that, like, say, two-handed lovers if you want to have the slow, hard-hitting feel, and then a lot of people who want the really fast-paced, agile playstyle. So those are the two options that you have in that row, and that's fantastic, I think, because it gives you that option. But Fists of Stone does look a little bit not very good at the moment, because you only get 10% crit and 5% damage. But your attack speed is halved, and your movement speed is halved, which is quite a massive drawback, actually, considering Windsong you just get flat-out speed. Then you also have this, which gives you more Maelstrom. It's passive, yeah. Gust of Wind, awesome. 15-second cooldown. It's like a charge, because it hurls you forward. Well, actually, it's not like a charge. It's more like disengage. Like, disengage hunters when you jump backwards. This is basically that, but forwards. So you can use it to chase people, or you can use it to run away. I think Elemental really benefits from something like that. Elemental does have that in their talent tree, but it's nice for Enhance to catch up to people. Feral Lunge is an awesome thing that's also used to catch up. It's basically Storm Strike with a charge attached. You can only use it in Ghost Wolf. It has a 25-yard range, and you lunge at them, so you jump at them and leap at them like a charge, and you deal Storm Strike damage. So that's awesome. That's a nice gap closer kind of thing, and you can use it in Ghost Wolf, so it'll probably look awesome. And then Wind Rush Totem. It's like, if you think of the Primal Storm Elemental at the moment, just envisage it in your head. It's got that ring around it that gives you movement speed when you're inside the ring. It's like that, but it's in a totem, so when you go through it, you get a buff for 60% movement speed, which is pretty awesome. Lightning Surge Totem, it's Capacitor Totem. Earth Grab Totem is Earth Grab Totem. Voodoo Totem's quite cool. I quite like this. Basically, it replaces Hex, and it hexes all enemies around the totem. And it's got a 30-second cooldown, which is lower than Hex, I believe. But you can only hex them once, of course, otherwise that would be retardedly strong. But it's really nice because you can get off instant hexes again through a talent. And it's also AoE, which seems insanely strong. That might have to change, I don't know. But it's nice because it's really hard to get hex off at the moment. So Voodoo Totem would be quite a nice idea. Lightning Shield's a talent, and it costs a lot. 20 Maelstrom plus 5 every second. That's quite a lot. And it only does 25% of your spell power, apparently. Yeah. It only lasts 15 seconds. It doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't look very good at all, actually. I mean, obviously, this data can be incorrect, or it can change, but that doesn't look great at the moment. Ancestral Swiftness, attack speed, again, going to that, the two sets of attack speed or heavy damage, and that's shown again in Landslide, where your filler attack basically gives you attack power. So you can either go for the speed or the attack power, just like before you can go for the speed or the damage. So, yeah, there's that again. This is the awesome row. 75 is the awesome row. Storm Fury is a passive that we get, that we have a chance to proc an extra Storm Strike, and it costs less. So basically what happens with this talent is Storm Fury is made better, because you get 2 of them, and they cost half as much as well. So it's basically improved Storm Fury. Spectral Affinity reduces cooldowns of Feral Spirits. That's awesome, because Feral Spirits do a lot of damage now. They give you loads of Maelstrom, the resource, and it ties really nicely with this talent, which we'll go to later. And Sundering, I showed it in the previous video of the example talent, when I was just looking at the small preview changes. Doesn't deal much damage, but it knocks them to the side, so it'll be like a sort of CC knockback kind of thing, and it's really short cooldown as well, 20 seconds. So it'll be quite good for control. This is a very cool talent here. Level 90, Fury of Air. Create a vortex around you, dealing damage and slowing them. It's basically like sort of a weak Remorseless Winter on a 30-second cooldown, so it slows people and does a bit of damage. I think it's basically Remorseless Winter, just think of it like that, except it doesn't stun them. Crashing Storm, our AoE is a bit wider range, but this is the really good one. Stone Fist Strike. You get a stun. We get an actual, proper, real stun that actually stuns people and not stupid bloody Capacitor Totem. 30-second cooldown, 5-second stun. Looks awesome. Ascendance is back. It's on a 5-minute cooldown. Now, there have been some debate over the duration of this. Somewhere it said it lasts until cancelled, which seems a bit retarded. The Elemental one said lasts a minute, so I assume this is gonna last a minute as well. 5-minute cooldown, minute duration. Meh. That's pretty good considering it still does the exact same thing, bypassing armor and giving us range. So that looks like a really strong talent. But it does have a hefty cooldown now, so it's a little bit changed. But at least as a talent, it's not a thing we have to take. Feral Kin. It replaces Feral Spirit. It's got a much longer cooldown, 5 minutes instead of 2 minutes. It lasts 30 seconds, but it increases your haste. Again, like I said, the attack speed, and you get more Maelstrom, and that will time really nice with this talent because you reduce the cooldown from 5 minutes to 4 minutes, so haste again. And Earth and Spike, here we go. 775% physical damage, and increasing the damage they take by 10%, so basically it goes boosh, and you deal loads of damage, and then you increase your damage afterwards as well. So I'm thinking this could be really nicely comboed with Fists of Stone. You use that, and you use Earth and Spike, it hits so much damage, and then you do even more afterwards, and then Landslide as well, so you just have this massive ton of damage going to someone, and it's a 20-second cooldown as well, so that looks really quite cool. I like the fact that they're going down two different routes, the attack speed and the heavy damage. It gives you that sort of, you can even make a hybrid out of it. It gives you that opportunity to experiment with different things. I'll probably be going down the heavy damage route just because it's hilarious. And when you see the artifact video that I'll be making, you'll see that some of the artifact talents are hilariously strong if they go out as they say they're going to be. But we'll get onto that another time. So that's a quick look at the enhancement talent tree, the PVE one. Make sure to check out the PvP video I'm going to be putting out. There's some more generic things that every class has, but there are also some really cool Shaman stuff mixed in as well. And then we'll move on to artifact stuff. So thanks very much for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments. I think this looks really awesome. It's way more exciting than the normal talent tree. But we'll have to see what changes come and how many things go through in their current state. Cheers for watching. Bye bye.